Hey guys, welcome to this video, and I'm just going to go ahead and show you how to remove duplicates from your lists. So let's get straight into it. Okay, so here we are. We have this little list of strings. As you can see, there's this one called random and also list, and they're both repeated over here. And what we want is to print this list without these two entries because they are duplicates. That's essentially the goal here. Much like it says right here in the title, removing duplicates from lists. Now, pretty simple, no complications. And then I'm going to add the method over here and tap to print. This is pretty much it. So let's just go ahead and I'm going to show you what the first method to do this looks like. I'm literally going to call it just first method. And what I'm going to do is create a new variable. I'm going to call it remove duplicates. Very straightforward. And I'm going to have this be equal to our list name duplicate strings dot to set and then dot to list, like this. Now what is happening here is we're taking this list, right, and we're turning it into a set, and that is because sets cannot have duplicates. So just by turning this into a set, these two entries right here will be removed because they are duplicates of this one and this one. And then you turn it back into a list so that it's a list, because that's the goal here. You want to remove duplicates from a list. You don't want to have to make it a set. This is how you pretty much do it. You turn it into a set and then you turn it back into a list. And then all you gotta do is print remove duplicates right here, which is literally this thing over here. And let me just grab the method name, put it over here on the onPressed, hit the save button, and I'm going to tap print, and it's going to print the list without the duplicates. So that this is pretty much what we were aiming to achieve. Now let me go ahead and show you a second alternative to this method, which is a bit shorter. And personally, I prefer it because anything that can be shorter, I will always prefer it, unless it completely ruins the readability of your code. Because, you have to be able to read your code. Otherwise, you will regret it. But anyway, we're going to do the exact same thing, remove the duplicates actually, and this time we're going to make this equal a list. But in this list, the first thing we're going to do is turn this list right here, duplicate strings, into a set, much like what is happening here. Like the logic will be the same, but it will be shorter when it comes to the amount of code that you'll be typing. So you pretty much just do this, you wrap it within curly braces, and then you add the spread operator over here with 3 little dots. This right here turns your duplicate strings list into a set. It's pretty much just the same as this over here. But then if you do another spread operator over here, you're turning it back into a list. So this right here is pretty much the same thing as this over here, except shorter. And let me go ahead and prove this to you. I'm going to print this right here, and notice that this is referring to this one, not this one. Okay, don't forget that if you set a variable within a method, then that variable is only relevant for the inside of that method. But anyway, let's go ahead and take the second method over here and put it here instead of the first method. Let's save it. I'm going to tap print, and once again, we get the list without the duplicates over here. So both these methods work exactly the same, but as you can tell, this one is a bit shorter than this one, but it's up to you which one you want to use. But the next thing I'm going to show you is probably something that you're going to enjoy more and use more, especially if you need to remove duplicates from lists many times rather than just once. So basically what we're going to do is create our very own extension that removes duplicates from lists. So just type in extension. Let's call it duplicate removal. That's pretty simple as a name. And let's make it type T on list, with the same type, of course, and then we open the curly braces, and then we create a list of type T again, and we use the keyword get, and this is the name of the method that you're going to be using. I'm just going to call it remove all duplicates, but you can call it whatever you want without a typo, of course, like that. And then you make this return a list like so, and you add the little semicolon here, and now you actually already know what I'm going to do. We're going to do exactly the same thing that we did over here, except instead of duplicate strings, we're going to use the keyword this, and this is it. And by the way, I did it outside of the class because, if you try to do it inside the class, this is what happens, okay? So I just put it here. But anyway, now that we have this, let's go ahead and use it. Let's use a new method. Let's call it test our extension. And literally, let's just print the name of the list. Remember, it's duplicate strings. I'm just scrolling back up so you remember that it's this list. And then you use it and you do dot remove all duplicates, which, as you hopefully remember, this right here is literally what it says over here. So let's just go ahead and grab this name of this method and put it over here. Hit the save button and tap to print, and boom, there it is. Once again, the list without any duplicates. And the best part about all of this is, for example, let's just go ahead and grab this and make another list like this. Let's call it second list, doesn't really matter. And instead of these, let's repeat this one and this one. And all you would have to do is grab this name over here and place it here, and you can literally just use whatever list you want, and this method right here would remove said duplicates from your list. So as you can see, the list is exactly the same, but we use a different list with different duplicates. And you know, if you'll need to remove duplicates from a list more than once, then of course I would recommend that you do this over here. That is about it for today's video. Hopefully this will be able to help you. If it does, please hit that like button. It costs $0 and it only takes about half a second. I really appreciate it. If you're a beginner who wants to learn more about Flutter, you can go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well. Other than that, I just want to say thank you so much for watching this video. This is Flutter Mentor, and out.